What's going on, my good people? It's your boy Glenn Lawrence and your boy Kuya P. We are here to talk about another upcoming project heading our way to tantalize our eyeballs, or at least I hope. Glenn, you ready to go on the hunt?
The hunt?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go hunt for some shit.
We're going to go on the hunt with another comic adaptation. I'm very skeptical about this one. I've been saving myself to give you my authentic reaction. Here we go with Kraven the Hunter.
Ooh, let's go. Let's go.
My son, never show mercy. They are prey. We are predators.
Let him know.
Boys, your mother is dead.
She died because you sent her away.
She was weak, sick in her mind. You know my business, yes? Power is about strength. If you show weakness, you will give our enemies an opening. Shoot. He is weak, like his mother. Leave him.
What happened that day?
I stared death in the face, and for the first time, I saw my true self. Tell me about this hunter.
They say he uses a connection with animals to track his prey. And once you're on his list,
Over.
there's only one way off.
There's 6 of us, and only one of you.
There's 6 of you now.
Why do you hunt?
My father puts evil into the world. I take it out.
I think you have some kind of honor. You are exactly like our father. Just another man hunting for a trophy.
We're murderers. Isn't that what he taught us?
You don't get to do that to me anymore.
Mr. Taglin? Mr. Taglin? Where's Mr. Taglin?
Oh, you're standing in him.
You're a goddamn lunatic.
Oh, you just figured that out now?
There is an animal in each one of us.
Don't you want to know why they call me the Rhino?
Uh-oh.
What do you think about that one, Glenn?
You're shaking your head like you don't want to see it, bro. I thought it was dope, but this is coming from someone who doesn't know Kraven as much as other comic book heads. I thought what they did with it looks cool for the simple fact that it was pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal, and I'm just thinking if Kraven has to meet up with Spider-Man, it could be like a brutal back and forth. You know what I mean, between him and Spidey. It looks like it might be fun, and they popped the Rhino in there. I don't know if it's accurate to comic book lore, but it looked like Aaron Taylor Johnson was doing his thing in there. Looked like it might be interesting. What about you? I feel like you are skeptical right now. I feel like I'm talking against my pops, and he's like, "You don't know what you're talking about, young whippersnapper." What is going on? Why didn't you like the trailer? I thought the trailer looked fire.
Well, Glenn Lawrence, I might be a Spider-Man fan.
I might be a little something like.
So I may know a lot about the characters. I might be. I don't want to be a hater anymore. I don't want to hate on things. I want people to get that money, do what they got to do. But what's going to happen with like a film like this is I'm going to have to constantly explain to folks that this isn't the comic book, you know, just it's in name only, like they did with my G.I. Joe films. They're using concepts because it sells. You know what I'm saying? We all know that. They're using properties that people know just to get that money. They may look like it in a certain way and appear in it, but it's a true fan will tell you this ain't it.
Let me ask you this. If this was a different movie called, you know what I mean, like Boris
Beastmaster 2? Remember Beastmaster way back in the day?
Yeah, way back in the day. But it reminds me like a different film that wasn't attached to that entity. It wasn't attached to that what do they call it? Like not commodity,
franchise property.
Not that property. What would you think of the trailer? Because I thought the trailer looked interesting for a film. If it wasn't
then I would say yeah, I'd be interested.
Okay,
I think yeah.
What liberties?
I had to separate myself from like you like the G.I. Joe films. You're like Channing Tatum.
No, what?
Rock, or I don't know if you said that, but
no. How dare you? How dare you? You
I remember you saying something because
slander my name and say that I like the G.I. Joe films. How dare I will drive over to your house.
I remember you saying something about them coming back because we may not saying anything to any
Channing Tatum
stuff.
is cool. I said Channing Tatum is cool. I didn't say anything about the G.I. Joe films. I did not say I like the G.I. Joe film. How dare you?
Well, okay. Because there may be another G.I. Joe film
ring at your doorbell at midnight. It's going to be me standing there. Like, take it back.
So, yeah. So, okay. Like the G.I. Joe films, to me, they weren't G.I. Joe films. They were just in G.I. Joe they paid the money to use that property name, and they had some people look like our characters, but to me it wasn't G.I. Joe. And I'm hoping with this upcoming possible G.I. Joe film soon, that'll be more like what I remember and love. This looks cool. It does look cool, but it isn't Kraven. It isn't Kraven.
But what liberties did they take? Like what is missing?
Where do I start? We're just because Spider-Man got powers from a spider, we're now going to have Kraven the Hunter get powers from a lion because his blood fell into him. I mean, we're going to do kind of like the same power thing that isn't part of Kraven's storyline at all, bro.
But that could just be. I mean, that's what they said in the trailer. And here, this is me being optimistic because you know me, I'm always the optimist. Like maybe they're going to do it. But maybe that's just the misdirect that they did for the trailer. But so okay. That's number one. What was it? I just need three reasons why you did not think it's true. Like, so number one is they try to think like his powers are from a lion, which it seems stupid because most times when animal's blood gets you get AIDS. You don't get fucking superpowers.
He doesn't talk to other animals like that. There's just the character itself, and then how he acts. Didn't start off that way. Like
so wait, Kraven didn't
origin story is all completely out of whack.
Kraven doesn't talk to animals?
Not that I recall. He's not Beastmaster, which is another ripoff from a 80s film that was amazing as well.
All right, so the origin is off. Number two. We
don't talk to animals, and we don't get our powers from a lion blood. There's three, you know.
No. Oh wait, no. Those go in the same thing. So I need one more. So, what's the?
I'd have to check that. I'd have to go watch the trailer again to check more boxes off for you, man.
But you said something about Aaron Taylor not looking like he didn't look like the guy.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the character to me. He looks decent, but he don't look like the character to me.
Like, what does he need? What does he got to put on some?
He's more of a European. Well. He has more of an ethnic look to him. The character, for me, from the comic books, this is Aaron Taylor Johnson, a white dude trying to, be Kraven the Hunter. Not the vision that I had growing up. And I'd have to look at the nationality of the character.
Okay.
As well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. I'm
just in the way he carries himself as well. Like, we have to make every villain a good guy, like we did with Eddie Brock. Like, there's just evil people, evil characters, but that's too one-dimensional for Hollywood in certain respects. You know, they have to make them this, and like Hollywood likes to use heroes or make them and turn them into anti-heroes type things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Like they did with Venom and all of that. And it's just more of the same. This could have easily came out in the 90s, bro. The way just everything came about. We're in a new generation now, man. Like, why are we doing this with these characters again?
Interesting. Okay. All right. I'm very interested. Now I'm very interested to see how this progresses. You know what I mean? Like, because when I saw it, I was like, damn, that Kraven trailer is like.
But you don't know nothing about the character.
No, but no, the thing is, I saw it and I was like, that Kraven trailer looks it looks brutal.
And that's partly what's driving me nuts too about it is like, we're gonna do this to make it look cool, but they're using the name and it's not the character from the comic book. It's like a 180. Again, they're buying nostalgia, kind of like what they did with the Trash. We're gonna give you the Flash, but it wasn't even a Flash film. We didn't even get any Flash villains in it. You know, it was more so Batman. We're gonna throw all this nostalgia stuff, make it look appealing to you, throw what you kind of know by name only. You know, he has Spider-Man. We have to have a scene where spiders are coming down just so we can show ties to Spider-Man. We have to do this and the third. It's just like, come on, man. It's all these. It's like Hollywood studios that just checking off boxes to just get an audience that they know is already kind of somewhat built in, and then just playing it for nostalgia purposes and then giving us a lukewarm film. They've rolled out so many of these over the years, but we should be past that now. But you know, we just have to show it through the box office. And and my problem is because people are gonna just they're gonna bite the bullet again, and then they're like, oh, yeah, this was okay. It looked kind of cool. Come on, man. That's why we're gonna still continue to get trash projects like this. Gotta watch what you support, y'all.
But I mean, I don't know. I didn't see it. It looked questionable. It didn't look that far.
And because of that, which is why we'll never get a true Kraven the Hunter film. So people wisen up to stuff.
But you don't know what it's going to be. You don't know what it's going to be. It could be.
What I know what it is not what it should be.
From the trailer.
Because of that's going to only lengthen the time to get a true.
But here's the thing. How many times have you seen a trailer from something and be like, "Ooh, that looks dope. I want to see it," and then it's not what was in the trailer. This could be the opposite. It could have been like, I totally hated the trailer, but when I saw it, I rocked with it. You don't think so?
I think we have to start being wiser with our choices because, yeah, that happens to everybody, Glenn. And that is how the system continues to coexist and exist. And we continue to.
No, but I'm just saying, you don't think
smarter with our choices and more mindful. And myself as a creative, I just have to be honest with myself and what I do and not buy out to listen to Hollywood. I want you to have certain things in order to make it, this, and then you lose the core of the character. It's gilded, shiny on the outside, but terrible in the inside.
So you don't think it could be a trailer that
we gotta stop doing this kind of stuff, bro. That's I'm gonna leave it at that, or else you continue to buy into the system, man.
You gotta stop. What do you mean? Stop doing what type of?
We as consumers and fans of material that want stuff that we enjoy. We can't sell out, in different respects. You know this, bro. I know you know this. And like with like content and material, we know when people put their all in. Spider-Verse, for example, there are some changes which we all know. If you're a true Spider-Man fan, the certain changes in Spider-Verse, but there's more positives in what they got right than they didn't get right.
Okay.
So it's that balancing act. In respect to the character. What would you
like to have seen in this trailer that might change your mind, or what would you like to have seen in your Kraven movie?
I don't think Kraven deserves a movie.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't think he deserves a movie. He doesn't deserve a full movie.
Okay. Interesting.
He's not that kind of a character yet.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. All right.
I think you'd have to establish him in the Spider-Man universe before you'd spin off into anything like that. And he's a villain. He's like truly a villain type character, unless you're going to have it be like a horror film or, you can't play it up to have compassion towards the character. He's not that kind of a character.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay, because I've seen some takes online that they mimic. They may not have mimicked your disdain, but they did mimic your apprehension about the movie to because you're like full on like you hate it already, and they were just like they were just like.
But I think we as a culture got to stop allowing Hollywood to take our properties and do whatever they want with them just to sell and put butts in seats. We got to stop doing that, or else they're going to continue to do that.
Interesting.
And that's the problem. That's what I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like they effed my G.I. Joe with those movies. And I love The Rock, but you put him in there, you made him Roadblock? You made him fucking Roadblock? I think because but they destroyed the characters that I love. And the people, by putting people that I love in them, you made me hate them because they're doing that crap. And I had to separate, the way I thought and felt about that shit. And nah, man. And terrible ass movies. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I like Aaron Taylor Johnson. He's a cool cat. I enjoyed him in Kick-Ass. Now he's all buff and bad, trying to be Kraven the Hunter. That was cool seeing him bite somebody's ear off or nose off or whatever. But that ain't just it ain't right, bro. Like, nah, son.
It ain't right.
It ain't right.
It ain't right. You can't be biting people's noses off.
We just gotta watch with what we support, man. That's it. But we'll be checking it out. I'm sure I'll get the look on this. We'll talk about it more, and I'll bring you along with me just to see your reactions.
Yeah, man, I feel you. I'm noticing a lot of heat coming off of this one. I'm like, whoa, like, and this is the reason why I'm questioning you is because I want to explore it. I'm like, I know you're a big Spidey fan. I'm like, yo, what did they get wrong? Because on the outside looking in, I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. They made a Kraven movie. It looked cool. It looked interesting.
I got you.
So, but I'm just wondering because I did see other people who weren't feeling the trailer like that, and I was like, I thought that the trailer looked kind of interesting.
With that being said, and like I know what you were going for and provoking me a little bit, but I don't want to also come off as a hater, to be honest. Like, I don't want to hate this film, but because this is continuous things we get as consumers and fans from the culture, I want more from the culture because it's been proven we can be loyal to the actual stories and projects and put out great films. It's been done. If you just show that love, we had a fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. We've had 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Whoever thought that character? We had the fucking Peacemaker. We have, all these films that have become successful that I'd never thought we'd see. Second tier characters. And now look at where they're at now. You know what I'm saying? People absolutely love them more than properties that were even bigger than that, coming up. And so like, yeah, man, it's just like, I'm tired of the system in Hollywood doing that to us as fans just because they can. Okay. It's a cash grab. Stop using me for my money, man. Or at least bring in loyal cats that can really turn it into something. Like, people really wanted a Kraven film. They should have done Kraven's Last Hunt. That was the Kraven film that I thought should have been made way back when. If they were to do a Kraven, it has to have Spider-Man. You had to have like this story of this evil bad guy going after hunting Spider-Man. And there was a storyline way back when called Kraven's Last Hunt. That should have been adapted, but it's a combination of a hunt mystery thriller horror film, not this 90s kind of retread superhero film like that they just continue to do. And we're in 2023, man. Come on, man.
This is, okay.
We should know better and do better. Come on, man.
Okay. Listen.
Anyway, you got me on my podcast, but at the same time, I don't want to sound like a hater.
I know, but it's my
job.
But it's just the trailer. It's just the trailer.
My job as a critic.
But wait, that's a lot of heat for the trailer. Like I see, we saw it and then it was trash. Like for instance, when we saw the Flash trailer, there wasn't that much heat for like you weren't that upset at the Flash trailer.
No, I felt it, but I kept it in.
Yeah, okay, but you were like, all right, I'm a little bit out. And there's none of that with this Kraven trailer. Like from the jump, it's you already know.
I guess also because I'm a Marvel head, and Sony in collaboration with Marvel has been fucking Spider-Verse, dude. They've been money. We got great Spider-Man films. We got Far From that with Kevin Feige on board. That collaboration with Marvel Studios, they're killing it. But when they do these sidebar projects in association with Marvel, like what they did with Venom And Morbius, come on, bro. Did you see the Morbius shit?
I did see the Morbius.
And your thoughts?
I mean, I'll be 100% honest. I fell asleep on it multiple times, so
Hello.
I couldn't really give you too many
We
thoughts.
We all did, bro. We all
It wasn't
did.
great.
It's trash, son. And come on, bro. Like, and this is what's gonna happen with this. They know they can grab us quickly because it's a somewhat recognizable name, title, tied to Marvel. They're going for that money, man, and we got to be wiser than that, bro.
All right.
Anyway, we went long on this one, which is crazy, but you fed
for a
I gave
react.
it to you.
For
You
a
fed me, I gave
react,
it to you.
this got a lot of energy for a react. So I'm sorry I had to keep pulling and poking and prodding you, but I'm like, yo, this bear is angry. Let me see what happens if I poke it with the stick. Oh shit!
I got nothing but love, Glenn. I got nothing but love, man. Right. Go ahead, Aaron Taylor Johnson. Get your money, bro.
Do your thing. All right.
Get your money, man.
All right.
Glenn, how can the people talk to you all things Kraven and give you, I guess, more tips to hype me up or something?
Listen, if you want to give me more tips on how to poke the bear, Kuya P, hit me up at levelupcomedy.com. Glenn Levels Up on Twitter, Glenn Lawrence Comedy on Facebook and IG.
Yo, hit him up, brother Glenn, and tell him to leave me alone with that shit. It's your boy Kuya P. You can follow me at the Legend Kuya P on Twitter, TikTok, IG, Hive, and of course here with Glenn and the whole squad at the NRW Net Release Wednesday, where nerds rule the world. Let us know if you are checking out Kraven the Hunter and selling out every other Marvel fan in the process by doing so. We out of here, y'all. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.